The critic. While most are content with trivial matters like film, food, or literature, one man dares to review all facets of life's rich tapestry at your behest. In the face of life's greater challenges, there is one critic you can turn to.
I'm Myles Barlow. Welcome to Review. You're watching Review with Myles Barlow, the show where I review anything. Coming up on the program, friend or foe? I put acquaintances to the test. And later, all's fair in love and war as I try to make amends with the past. But first, Noel Munro of Torrington writes, Dear Myles, I've been having an affair with my secretary for the past 6 months. Recently, I tried to end it, but she threatened to tell my wife. It was only then that she told me she was pregnant. Furthermore, she says if I don't agree to have the child and support her financially, she'll go to the police and accuse me of rape. Add to this the fact that she's also my boss's daughter, and you can see the bind I'm in. I feel like I'm in the constant throes of a panic attack, and I don't know how much longer I can keep it up. Should I just confess all to my wife? No. Stress. How does one manage it? And what are the effects of being under pressure? What's the asking?
Currently, we're looking at offers over $5 million.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's make it 6 and wrap it up today then, shall we?
Certainly, sir.
Financial pressure is one of the leading forms of stress. This house is completely out of my league. I'm already feeling anxious at the pending repayments.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
With a mortgage of roughly $50,000 a month, I needed to take on several new jobs. From kitchen hand to cab driver to manning the complaint line of a major bank.
Let's just focus back on your account rather than me personally for a moment.
I now sought to inflict a more emotional strain upon myself, contesting custody for my children.
Catherine, I'm their father. Right, you can't stop me from seeing them.
Apart from the fact that you're completely incapable of looking after anyone, including yourself.
As if that wasn't enough, I've also undertaken the problems of Graham, an unemployed widow whom I volunteered to counsel through Life Aid.
I wanted a racing car cake. You know, I asked Mum, can I have a racing car cake? It's all I wanted for my fucking birthday, and she couldn't do it. They had it in the Woman's Weekly. I left it out on the bench and everything. I said, Mum, this is all I want.
Yeah, and she didn't listen to you.
No.
But Graham, I'll listen to you, all right? I'm here for you now. That's it.
My stress was mounting, but it was time to see how much I could really handle. Today, not only do I have 3 jobs to work, I also have my custody appeal, as well as my thesis in Russian literature, which is due by 9 a.m.
Oh, it's also a moving day. Yes, come in. Just everything has to go, everything, so... Just be careful with this one, guys. It's fragile.
I'm on my way to the airport now. No, unbelievable. Would you tell her that I'm... Hang on a second. Why are we stopping?
I just need 1 second. I've got to drop my assignment in.
Are you fucking serious?
I've got 2 minutes.
I've got to get to the airport, mate.
No, mate. I promise I'll be 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2.
Hey! Oi!
Russian Lit 214 for Professor Jackson.
No,
Sorry, it's late.
You've missed the deadline. The professor's
Please, just pass it on. I was up all night.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept
Just when I thought I was running on time, disaster struck. My cab had been stolen, and with it, my wallet. And I was due in court in 20 minutes.
Alan, just hold them. I'm nearly there. It'll be 10 or 15 minutes. Just stall them. There must be something you can say. Sorry.
Judge waited 30 minutes. You're blowing it.
I've got to hell up. Come on, we can make it. We can... Oh, sorry, I'm late. Okay, they're both in the kitchen, and this has to go up to the bed.
What happened here? This is antique. Hang on a sec. Yes, Graham, yes, all right, I know. You what? Just wait there, all right, I'm coming now. Graham!
What?
Step away, come back!
Fuck, there's no point. No one loves me.
That's not true, I love you. Myles loves
Nah, you're lying.
No.
You're lying. 52 minutes. It's been 37 shit years on this planet. No one cares.
It's your birthday. Yeah, it's your birthday.
You didn't even remember.
I did. I got you a cake.
Where?
Not here, I've ordered it. It's your favourite.
A racing car cake?
Yes, a racing car cake. We just have to pick it up. Come with me. Come with me, we've got to pick it up.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not.
51 minutes.
All right, just wait
We're
here,
gonna jump.
and I'll come back with the cake and I'll prove it to you. Just wait.
You run, Myles.
With Graham suicidal, I suddenly had another deadline to adhere to.
Do you have any cakes, like a racing car cake, like a kid's, like a birthday?
Graham's pending suicide was the last thing I needed. It was now a stressful race against the clock.
Just like a racetrack or just... Well, do you know where I can get one? I don't know. I need it now. I need it like in 20 minutes. Excuse me. Do you have any racing car cakes? Cake shaped like a racing car or a track or a...
No, I don't have one, but I can make one.
Oh, great. Yes, please.
I need about half an hour. Is that all right?
Half an hour. That's fine. That'll be fine.
Okay, you want to pay for it now?
Oh. No, I'll be back. I'll pay when I get back. Thank you.
Without my wallet, I was in dire need of some fast cash. And what better way to earn some than taking part in the terrifying gamble that is Russian roulette? My body seizes with fear as adrenaline courses through my veins.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much. That's great.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, just hang on, Graham. I've got the cake. Candles. No, I don't have candles. All right. Wait a sec. Candles. Do you sell candles? Sorry, just 1 minute. What's birthday cake? I just sparklers or anything. Just.
Hold on. Relax.
What are you thinking?
Breathe.
Ultimately, too much stress proved to be a catastrophic overload for my psychological and physical well-being, resulting in a rather narrow escape with a heart attack. My overcommitments rose steadily and unchecked, like a Cambodian skyscraper reaching for the clouds of fulfilment, when all the while the foundations were structurally poor due to unforeseen union disputes and cost-cutting on essential load-bearing materials. In small doses, stress can be an invigorating aid. Like a motorboat tearing through a swimming pool of bathers, the adrenaline can propel you through all kinds of challenging circumstances. But more often, stress is an unwanted burden on both body and mind. So Noel, I'd suggest you try to calm down and relax. Though if you are charged with rape, I imagine that won't be too easy. 1.5 stars.
Here he is.
Hello.
Hi.
Listen, I've had a bit of a change of heart. I've decided I'm going to hang on to the old kidney. Sorry, Noel.
You're his last hope. But the operation's in the morning.
Disappointing others. A guilt-ridden, hollow experience. 1 star. Earlier this week, I spoke to Jacob Reed of Warrenara, South Australia. Jacob is concerned that some of his friends only hang around him because he's wealthy and successful. He feels that life is too short to spend with fakes and users. He'd like to know for sure whether they, quote, give a toss about him or if it's just about his money. Loyalty. How does one test whether friends truly care or not? Come on, Toby. And hold. Good boy. The dog. Man's best friend and a veritable bastion of loyalty. Toby and I have formed quite a bond, and I'm now about to test Toby's loyalty. Toby, when I take this lead off, I want you to wait until I say go. Okay? Wait. Wait. Toby. Toby! Toby, come back! Heel! Toby! This is a test of loyalty! Toby! Toby! His disobedience aside, I was gutted by Toby's blatant lack of loyalty. Come here at once! I hoped for better results from my new friend Howard. We've only known each other a few weeks. Yet our interest in train spotting has sparked a new friendship.
Must be going to Barrow.
And with it, a degree of loyalty. Or so I assumed.
I do think of you as a loyal friend. I know we haven't known each other long, but I'd certainly...
Thanks, Myles.
I'd certainly look out for you.
Oh, me too.
Would you? Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad to know that.
Oi, wallet, now!
What?
Give us your wallet!
No, stay back. No, he's not getting your wallet.
Don't fuck me around, motherfucker! Give me your wallet!
No, he's not getting your...
Come on! You fucking prick! Give us your wallet!
Help me! Quick! Help me! Get him off me! Howard, where are you going? Howard! Oh, Dave, that's enough! That's enough!
How was that?
Having gone to the trouble of setting up a mugging, Howard's cowardly desertion was yet another kick in the guts.
All right. How much did we say? Was it 50? Hey!
And Dave's betrayal simply added insult to injury.
What happened to loyalty amongst thieves?
Oh, that's honour, isn't it?
It soon became clear that testing my friends one by one like this would take a ridiculous amount of time and creativity. I needed a more standardised way of testing my friends all at once.
Hugh. Hello.
Myles, g'day.
How you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
And what better test than to see who misses you when you die?
Do you still do the scuba diving?
Oh, yeah, from time to time.
Oh, great.
On and off.
That must be fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it's good leisure sport, you know.
I've always wanted to try it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you think you'd be open to taking out a beginner, such as myself?
Faking my own death was surprisingly easy. I simply waited for the right moment and swam in the opposite direction. After being missing for several weeks, I was finally presumed dead. A sad day for many and the ultimate examination of my friend's loyalty.
Myles was at once a complex being. And whilst many of his choices throughout his life were highly questionable, it's not for us to sit here and judge. That is for the law to consider.
All right, thank you, Father.
Myles?
Yes, calm down. Obviously, I'm not dead.
Well, how did you get here?
I swam back to shore. Been staying in a motel for a couple of weeks.
Please don't tell me you faked this whole thing.
Fake? I can tell you that this has been a very real, very illuminating little exercise. I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today to pay your respects to me. Hasn't been as many tears as I would have liked, but I'm nonetheless humbled and moved. I'm also saddened and annoyed that others couldn't be bothered even showing up. People such as Hugh Bremner, who was actually there on the day that I disappeared.
I'm here.
Have you been there the whole time?
Yes.
I'm terribly sorry, Hugh. I didn't see you come in.
I thought you were dead. I haven't been able to sleep. I've been blaming myself, haven't I?
Yes, well, obviously you should be glad that I'm alive.
The police have been questioning me for days.
Well,
So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry
what,
about that,
this
Hugh.
is
It's
some
not
kind
your
of
fault.
test?
You've got nothing to... I've got those scuba tanks back at my house as well. I'll drop them over. That's...
You are unbelievable, Myles. I'm very sorry.
All right, then. Well, look,
I am so sorry, Julie.
in light of these happy events that I'm still alive, I've decided to have a wake of my own. A little celebration, just to say thank you for coming here today. Drinks and nibblies at my place. What do you say? You're welcome to come, Father, if you... That's enough of that. They still might arrive. You don't know? Well, you wouldn't know. You weren't even there.
Testing the loyalty of my friends was a coin with two sides. On the upside, I was pleasantly surprised by the turnout to my memorial. However, in the process of discovering this, the coin of friendship fell into a drain, taking with it almost every friend I had. And try as I might to claw my fingers through the grate to try and coax them back, they continued to spurn me like a hungry sewer rat, enraged and hurt by the black plague of deception that I'd spread. So, Jacob, I'm not so sure I'd be questioning the depth of loyalty of your fair-weather friends, lest you wind up with no friends at all. As long as you're rich and successful, you're sure to have many people willing to tell you they care. I'd be content with that. Testing loyalty gets 2 stars.
Bare knuckle boxing. Painful, yet exhilarating.
And now it's time for our letter of the week. This week's letter comes from Barnaby Chittick of Mortimer Grove, who writes, Dear Myles, it's about time this bloody country accepted responsibility for the way it's treated its Indigenous people. Saying sorry is one thing, but it's a long way from fixed. In 1770, when Captain Cook first landed, it was assumed that Europeans would... Yes, Mr. Chittick's diatribe goes on for some 15 pages and wanders off on several irrational tangents. But ultimately, it's about the very pertinent issue of reconciliation. So just what does it take to reconcile?
Catherine!
Myles? What are you doing here?
Look, I want to end this conflict between us. I'd like for us to be remarried.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. Please, Catherine, will you marry me?
No, I won't. We don't have time for this, Myles.
Just think about it, all right?
I'm late. I'm going to be late for work. Excuse me. Got to go to work.
Well, just
Go, Myles.
think
Please,
about it,
Myles.
please. Since our extremely painful divorce, Catherine and I have barely spoken. I hurt her very deeply, and while she's obviously moved on with her life, she still wants nothing to do with me. That's going to make reconciling this tattered relationship extremely difficult.
Catherine, I love you. I've always loved you.
You can't just turn up at my work like this.
Well, I'm sorry, but we need to talk.
Okay, but not now.
Well, then when?
I don't know. Later, I suppose.
When later?
Okay. 1 p.m. Angelo's today.
Okay.
Lunch.
Yep.
All right.
Great.
Please go.
Okay. Well, I'll see you then at Angelo's.
With the lines of communication now open, I'm buoyed by a sense of hope that a resolution could be in the pipeline.
Myles,
Miles, I'm sorry that you feel this way, and I truly am. I'm flattered in some kind of strange way, but I can't see how it would work. Nothing's really changed, except you are kind of returning to someone I recognise. But Miles, I'm in a relationship. My children are used to that friend now. We live together. Miles, I've moved on.
Despite my initial hopes for a speedy reunification, it was becoming increasingly clear that there was one major obstacle. I was hoping to find some fault that might cast James aside and thus allow Catherine and I to reconcile. Unfortunately, this was proving very difficult. Sadly, more extreme measures were required.
Excuse me, do you sell children's underwear?
I'm certainly not proud of what I'm doing here, but in the quest for reconciliation, the ends can sometimes justify the means. My plan was working. The cracks were beginning to appear. I moved in for the kill.
Catherine? He's here. Right, well, perhaps you can explain why Harry gave me this picture earlier today.
Give me that picture. Oh.
You sick, perverted.
What's this? What's going on? That is so wrong. What are you up to?
What am I up to?
What are you up to?
What are you doing with my kids? Just
Get your bloody
sick,
hands off me.
perverted. What are these?
Watch it with me. I do not know how they got in there.
You disgust me. You, sir, unbelievable. How dare you?
Your bloody hands off me. This is bloody ridiculous.
Stay.
Kathy, get out, mate.
I want you to stay away from her and my children.
Oh, God. You know what? Fine. You want me out? Fine.
Yes.
This is bullshit.
You can take your stuff. You're lucky I don't call the police. Oh, unbelievable. Did you have any idea of this?
I'm such a bad parent.
Oh, no, look, it's not you, it's...
It is me. I haven't seen it. Why
Catherine,
haven't I seen it?
look, you made a mistake, but it's...
Oh, my God,
I have my
help
doubts
me.
about him.
Please help me. I can't go with him. I should have checked him out before I asked him to move in.
So awful that it took something like this to bring us back together.
We're not together, Miles.
Well, no, not yet. Come on, it's okay.
What are you doing, Miles?
Catherine, I love you. Okay, I'm not sure what else to say to you.
No, I'm never getting back together with you, Miles, ever. Okay, so
Look,
just,
you say
please
that,
go.
but I think...
Yeah, no, Miles, please, thanks for
No.
your help. Please go home.
Look, no, I'm not going, all right? I'm not giving up on us again. I did that once and... I'm staying right here.
Give me a minute, just 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Catherine, if you just... Get off me! No! Catherine, call them off. I just want to speak to you. You're going to wake the kids. They're going to get scared.
Come on.
Get off me.
Come on.
You're making a mistake.
Regrettably, I was unsuccessful in my endeavour to reconcile with my wife. Like a monkey who's lost a coconut from a tree or something. Therefore, I was unable to review reconciliation. My sincere apologies to you, Mr. Chittick. Coming up next week, amnesia, fireworks, bottlenose dolphins, and I have a go at drink driving. All that and more next time on Review.